As we continue in this process of the assessment, as we continue on the looking inward, here's the next thing that I want us to do, all right? I want us to begin to gather some feedback from people that we really trust. Now, this part is really important. The part where we say we really trust is really important. Okay, I'm not looking for you to text 3 acquaintances and ask them what they think about you, because you're perpetually fishing for things you think they're going to say that are really great. Okay, that's not what I want. Now, people that you know, that you love, that you trust, that you really, really value their feedback, when they say great things, I hope you really take that to heart. But that's not what we're going for yet. So, step 1, I want you to identify who is the list of 2 or 3 or 4, no more than 4. So let's go with 3. Who is the list of 3 people that you can think of that you know, you trust, you value their opinion, you know they're not going to BS you, you know they're not going to blow smoke, they're going to be honest with you. I want you to first identify those 3 people. Secondly, I want you to just write a little note next to each one of them and just make a mark. Why do you trust them? Why do you value their opinion? What is it about them that you see and recognize that puts you in a position that you want to gain their feedback? And then really that's just for you. You can share that with them if you want. You don't have to. But I want you to have a mental space to know, here's why I selected those people. All right, and here's the 2 things I want you to ask them. The first thing I want you to ask them is this. I want you to ask them, what do you see in me that you love about me? And I know that can feel like a little hokey pokey, that can feel a little feely. Just stay with me. I want you to ask them, what do you see in me that you love about me? And here's the reason we ask that question. Is because I'm not looking for them to tell you the things that they love about you as it relates to necessarily what it is that you can accomplish. I want you to be able to hear from people that you know and trust the things that they love about you that make you you, not that make your hands and your feet work. Does that make sense? And so, not that they're not going to say those and not that that's not important. It is, but it's not the most important. So the first question is, I want you to ask them what are some things that you love about me? And be specific about thoughts, about my character, about who I am and how I act and how I treat people. That's what we're going for, right? As we begin to look at this inward process, that's the information we're trying to gather. The second part of it is, the second question I want you to ask them is, what do you see in me that you believe I can't see? It's one of the most poignant questions that people that I know that love and care about me, that ask me on a semi-regular basis is. Like, I want to know from them, what do you see in me that you think I can't see? And typically it's 50-50, right? Like half the responses make me feel really, really good. And half the responses, in the moment, don't make me feel that great. But fast forward a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, and all of a sudden, those same statements make me feel good. Because I think it requires us at times, as we look inward and make the assessment of ourselves, to get feedback from other people, especially people that we know and we love and we trust, when they're willing to give us feedback about areas of our life that we potentially are blinded to. That's why this process, this part of it is called the assessments, the looking inward. But sometimes when we look inward, there's parts of ourselves that we can't see. And so I'm going to ask to give a level of grace to these people. Give a level of empathy to them. You're asking them 2 big questions about who you are. And so be willing to hear the answer. In the same way we talked before about having honesty with ourselves, have honesty with them too. Be willing to hear from them. What is something that you see in me that I don't yet see? And I want you to give yourself the freedom to take that to heart. Sit in that, process that, understand that. As we look at this next part and we gather feedback from people we trust, ask them, what do you love about me? And then ask them, what do you see in me that you don't think I can see in myself? Take that list, compare that list, take that list to heart, hold that. We're going to dive into that some more. As we begin the assessment phase, look inward, be honest, have grace for yourself, have space to figure it out, and trust the people you love.